Only did these detectives coax the alleged victim into pressing charges, they also wrote false case notes, affidavit, and arrest warrant to have Mr. Bishop arrested.
To begin, let's look at the discrepancies in the case notes. These statements are all filled with little white lies. We will be focusing on the most important one to prove that this case was done maliciously. On the second line, it reads, she stated she continued to tell him she wanted to leave and he became irate. In none of the interviews did she ever describe Mr. Bishop as irate. As a matter of fact, she said that he would never treat her badly.
So I was going to go upstairs to go to Baba G. Queen Malia comes out and tells me to go back downstairs. And I'm just like, Baba G would have never treated me like this. Y'all bitches just jealous.
Really? And this is throughout the whole documentation. Words that are put in there that are never said by the alleged accuser herself. These words were put in there in order to gain an arrest warrant. The next point is on the fourth line. It reads, she continued to ask to leave and began crying. The detectives worded to make it seem like the accuser is in danger, but let's play back what she actually says.
I hug him and he says, I love you. And I said, I love you too. That's when he started taking me into the other room and I start crying in his arms.
That doesn't sound like she's in danger to me. That sounds like a romantic conversation between two consenting adults. The next point is also on the fourth line. Reading, she stated, Mr. Bishop began to attempt to have sex with her and she told him no, but he continued. Again, here's what she says.
Then he made love to me. He's looking me in my eyes and telling me this and that and third. We make love.
And yeah, we did make love in that moment.
Why wasn't a proper and thorough investigation initiated at that moment? It seemed as though the detectives wanted to incarcerate Mr. Bishop so badly that they began to make up their own arrest warrant. They even failed to order a rape kit. The next point is on the fifth line, reading, she stated they made love because she didn't want to fight him off any longer. Let's play the interview.
A part of me just gave it to him because I did, still care for him.
What she actually says is she gave it to him because she still has feelings for him, not because she was tired of fighting him off. Now we're going to expose the inconsistencies in the arrest warrant. In the arrest warrant, it describes a situation completely different from the alleged accuser's actual statements. It uses words like forcibly and against her will to criminalize Mr. Bishop. It continues to read, he forced himself in her. How is this even possible when she only described it as lovemaking? The detectives also put this in the affidavit. Again, they say that he pulled her in the room.
He pushed me, he let me into the other room, led me into the other room.
The detectives wrote that she told him no multiple times, but he kept pursuing. The lies continue.